Good morning.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the spiritual. Oh gosh, it's been one of those mornings. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro. I think I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
This is Greg and Sheila Fossen, our producers,
Hi, everybody.
and Stephen Anthony, our king of affirmations, and our special artist, Paul Lansittle. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started with evocation.
Yeah? That sounds good.
Okay, it's a good idea. Close your eyes and move to center. And together, let us recognize that one power and that one presence, that infinite giver of all good, created this universe from its very being, created everything within the universe, my life, your life, all that is seen and unseen, all that is animate and inanimate, one power, one presence. And I know this is the day that God has made, so let us rejoice in it. Let us claim the goodness and the greatness that we were created from. Let us move forward and celebrate this day with this service, knowing that each person receives exactly what they came to receive, and everything unfolds in its perfection all the time, on time, in time. And so in grace, I give thanks. So very grateful for this day, for this time we share together, for this technology that we can share together,
Yes.
and for all of life. For this and so much more, I say thank you. Release, let it be, and together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Let us start out with a good song by Paul.
Yeah.
Well, it's a new year. It's in a brand new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first day. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first day. Praise for the singing, Praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word.
Yay! That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
You always pick songs that are so appropriate. You're like an encyclopedia of music.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it. We're going to get back to you after we do these announcements and readings, and we'll have another song.
Yay.
All right.
Okay, so if you use Facebook, like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro. And always check out our website at cslnorthmetro.org, because that's where all of the correct links and all of the activities that we're doing and our calendar and everything are right there. Also, you'll find articles, we call them blogs now, by Reverend Michael, the affirmations and the affirmative prayer that Stephen Anthony does every week are also up there, and you can request prayer out there. So there's lots of good information out there. And we're having a Signs of Mind discussion group. Again, we skipped a couple of weeks for the holidays, and it's on Thursdays at 1 o'clock, and the information is right there on our website, so check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, today's title is Always Another Chance. You've already met our guest artist, Paul Lancetal, and today's reading is from Every Saint Has a Past, Every Sinner a Future by Terry Cole Whitaker.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's a really good book,
It's
too.
reassuring.
Yeah, so I think we're ready for affirmations,
Which would be Stephen.
which would be Stephen.
1, 2, 3. There he is.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning,
Good
Stephen.
morning.
First affirmations of the new year, and I'm thrilled to share them with all of you. Each new day brings forth a divine awakening within me. I approach all experiences with a consciousness of graceful expansion. The light of love is at the center of my being always. Recognize and celebrate the life of God in everyone I meet. Every moment of life is blessed fully and beautifully. I am the center of a harmonious and joyful universe, and so it is.
You ready for the reading?
Yep,
Okay.
as Reverend Valerie showed, it's from the by Terry Cole Whitaker. Every sinner has a past, or every saint has a past, every sinner a future.
Probably both.
Yeah, it works both ways, right? We are the exceptions to the rule of change. As eternal living entities, we were never born, nor shall we ever die. But the bodies in which we travel are subject to the laws of nature. Time and the whole creative process set the stage for boundless variety and the opportunity for us to fulfill our desires and create our dreams into living reality. From the moment we first conceive of an idea, the idea starts to take on shape and form until it manifests in the outer world, continues for a while, and then falls away, just as a leaf falls from the tree. One idea gives birth to another, and one moment gives way for the next. Nothing in the world will last forever in the same form. But even matter never dies, as the atom and the molecules reconfigure into the next form. Why are we so surprised, sometimes even shocked, when something comes to an end? Failure is the name we give to something that stops. Stopping does not indicate failure. It signals that the end of one cycle and adventure has come, so we may advance into the next. The outer world is continually changing, like an endless dance and kaleidoscope of variation. Nothing is supposed to stay the same, but people work very hard at making worldly things permanent. In time, even the pyramids will be no more. The stones from which the pyramids are made will turn into sand, and someone will come along and make cement out of that sand and build another so-called indestructible structure. Knowing the principle of cycles and change allows us to understand that everything material is temporary, but we, as the constant, move through one experience to the next. Suffering comes when we attach ourselves to the temporary and changing rather than to the eternal. God is our forever source and supply, not the outer world of ever-changing molecules, textures, and patterns. Our happiness never did come from something, but from within us. We are happiness, love, and bliss personified, and since these qualities are our very nature, they will manifest when we are true to our spiritual nature.
Thank you, Stephan.
That was beautiful.
Terry Colwood,
Thank you.
she's something special.
She really is.
We thank her for that. We thank you for such a good reading.
Yeah. Is it time for Paul again?
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, when you first introduced the welcome, I started thinking about the spiritual center for living. And this is kind of what it's about. I have a friend who is in a very challenging situation. He just says that his job is to meditate. And since that's what we practice here, we work from the inside out. So this song is called Holy Smoke. I know a lot of people I'll be praying for tonight. Some of them are still with me. Some have gone out of sight. I'm hearing their voices. Faces come into my room. They beg for my attention, like sunlight on the moon. When they're crossing my mind, heading for my heart, throw them into the fire, fire of my love. Holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke. I run through the thickets of melancholy hearts, make a bonfire of their sorrows, watch them go up in smoke. Yes, I blaze my way through the darkness of all minds. This darkness will not stay where the light shines. When they're crossing my mind, heading for my heart, throw them into the fire, fire of my love. Holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke.
Yay. That was so beautiful.
Did you write that?
So much.
Yes, I did.
Good.
That's on my first CD called Fieldwork.
And how do people get that?
They can go to my website and contact me there. They can go to YouTube and listen to it. They can listen to it on my website. It's on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all of that kind of stuff.
Yay.
Well, good. Thank you. We're going to let you go for now, and we'll see you a little later for another song.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's 2021.
Wow.
Who knew? And there are a lot of people that are glad 2020 is over. but you never should feel regret for any time period of your life, because there's always something within it that we learn or that we get from it. And I'm sure that as we move past last year and embrace this year, that we'll receive everything we need to know that was good about that year and everything that we had learned from that year. It's an interesting phenomenon how on January 1st, there's a new year. And it's like, well, life is eternal and there is no time and space in God. There's this sense of renewal. There's a sense of celebration. Where we live, there were on midnight, there was nothing but fireworks, and people were like unconsciously blowing up things and screaming and yelling. And I'm not sure they completely knew what was taking place, but everybody has to deal with the New Year as they do. A lot of people think there's a special power in the turning of a new year, that miraculously you'll make these resolutions and everything will be perfect in your life and you'll stick to them. Well, what I know is that when a new year takes place, we feel like there's a new chance, another chance to live our life fully and to expand into something greater than we're used to. But there's always another chance. In spirit, there's no such thing as 3 strikes and you're out, or I should have taken that chance when I had it, or anything like that, because in any given moment, there's a new chance, there's a new possibility. So 3 strikes and you're out, or I should have done it when I should have, those aren't principles. Those are just merely beliefs. So as we step from the old 2020 into the new 2021, a lot of people are going to make resolutions, but I say, why, instead of making a resolution, why not change a belief? Mm-hmm. Because you're making a resolution for something that may be lacking in your life, or something that you may want to overcome, or something that you may want to embrace. But behind that is a belief that causes whatever it is that you want to change. So why not change the belief? Why not spend your time working on changing a belief? I recently read that 80% of resolutions never take place.
Well, maybe for a week or two.
Yeah. Well, what I know is that if you make a resolution and it doesn't work out, there's still another chance that you can start a year anytime you want to start a year. Changing the belief will empower whatever you want to change, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to undo in your life. Changing a belief is what moves from, when you change a belief, when you work on changing a belief, eventually it moves from the belief into knowing, and then it becomes part of your life. The change that you, the belief that you changed becomes you, and you no longer have to change on a belief. You can work on another belief. It's important to realize that we can start it any year, wherever we want to start a year. When you think about it, we all have birthdays, and that's the year we come into the world. So 1 year later, when you go from 1 to 2 years old, you're having a new year, because you're this 2-year-old now, or this 3-year-old now. So it's not about particularly January 1st. It's about you knowing that you can start a year at any time. In business, a business can have a fiscal year from any time they started. It doesn't have to happen in January. So spiritually, we can do the same thing. We can start, restart, and always know that there's always another chance. And there's a couple of ways that you can empower changing your belief. One is to have an expectant attitude, to expect your belief to change. And how do you empower that expectancy? Words are just not flowing today. You empower it through prayer, through affirmations. for declaring that your belief is changed now. You no longer hang on to whatever it was that your belief was, and you empower it by saying it's done now, praying that it's done now.
Mm-hmm.
And you back it up with love, the love of life, the love of the opportunity to change yourself in any given moment, the love of the idea that you are more than what you believe in this moment. You can believe whatever you want to believe about yourself. I know one thing, that if I didn't take a chance on love, I wouldn't have had this wonderful wife of mine. I would have been stuck that first divorce, and like a lot of people I know, just hung on to it and regretted and whatever. But I didn't. I took a chance because I know there was always another chance. And when you think about our president-elect, Biden, this is the third time he ran. What if he gave up? He would have never experienced being the president of the United States, and bless him for stepping in at this time in space. I mean, he's got a job to do. But again, there's always another chance. What I know, remember this, to have another chance, you must take another chance.
That's right.
To have another chance, you must take another chance. And life is just full of chances. I mean, we wake up, we have no idea what's going to take place that day. And we may have to take a chance on something that we never even considered, but it's all good. If we live our life from inside out, then there's nothing that can hurt you. There's nothing that you can't change. There's nothing that will keep you from being what it is you came here to be, because in God, all is well, all is perfect. And so as you move into this new year, let's start each day as a new year. Let's celebrate each day as if it's the last day on earth, and celebrate each day with its completeness. So I ask you this question. What is it that you think you don't have another chance at? Just think about that. What is it that you don't think you have another chance at? There is a belief you can get rid of right now, because you always have another chance. It's always infinite possibilities that lay before you, and infinite opportunities. It's just a matter of changing a belief, knowing that you are more than who you think you are in this given moment.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie?
So I started thinking about free will and how here we are, this spiritual being having a human experience, and how often we confuse our physical experience with who we are. And it's the experience that we're having for the growth of our eternal being, but not who we are.
Yeah.
It's not ever who we are. It's the experience that we're having that is somehow empowering and creating growth in our internal being.
Mm.
And so it is really easy, especially I think in times like this year where we've been so constricted. It feels sometimes like there aren't opportunities, and we definitely are stuck at home. And I've been so grateful the whole time we've been stuck at home that we've had this lovely person here too, so that we're stuck at home together and not stuck at home alone. And so when we think about things in terms of our eternal being instead of our human experience, our eternal being always has the power to change. Our eternal being is never stuck. And so it's those human things that we replay over and over and over, saying, wow, this was a bad thing that happened to me, or this was a really good thing that happened to me, and I'll never have it this good, or I can't get out of this bad, or whatever it is that runs. And I know I have those things. So I'm making the assumption that we all have those things that we let run. And so it's like, let's take the opportunity every time we have one of those thoughts, like, I'm too busy. These are mine. I'm too busy. I can't get it all done. I don't have time to do it. There's not enough money. And on and on and on and on. I'm too old. Let's just stop and realize. Just take a minute, cancel it all out. Like cancel, ace it all out. Whatever you need to do to say, wait a minute. That's not true. The truth is, there's always an opportunity to make a new choice, to make a new decision, to have a new opportunity, to recognize that spirituality that is perfect and whole and complete within me every single moment, regardless of what's going on. This is an opportunity to take the time to re-examine our spiritual journey and look at, can I meditate more? Can I pray more? Maybe I need to take more walks. Whatever it is that when that old record starts playing, we can do something different to change the track, to say, I can still write a book. I can still start a business. Whatever it is that's for you, we can let go of those old patterns. We can make new decisions, and we can do this every day in every moment. Mm-hmm. We're not stuck to, oh, it's New Year's, I can change this, or it's my birthday, or it's anytime. It's like every day, in every moment, we can make a new decision. We can let go of old things.
Right.
So we were talking yesterday about the chaos that's going on right now, and how chaos is danger, opportunity. Mm-hmm. And so we're going through a time that to our physical expression has been very, very, very dangerous. It's a time when a lot of things have come to light of racially, the way police are handling things, and on and on and on and on. I know I'm going to forget things, so I'm not going to try to say them all. And one of the things that we teach in our classes is the things that we need to change, the things that we need to heal have to come up so that they can come out, so that they can be healed, so that they can be re-expressed in a new way. I can remember a long time ago, a counselor told me that if we have a cut on our arm and we don't allow it to, it scabs over, and we don't allow it to heal. Sometimes we have to pull the scab off. I'm having trouble getting there, but sometimes we have to pull the scab off to let the old stuff out so that it can heal. And so I think that's what this year's been about. It's been about, wow, there's a really, really lot of things that are happening in this country that are not what we say we are, not what we have always, at least me personally, what I have thought this country was about. I'm learning that there was a really lot that I was very ignorant of. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn the things I need to change. So we have that opportunity as a society. We have that opportunity as a planet. People on all of the planet in all of the ways. We have that opportunity individually to let go of those things that are holding us back. Let go of those blocks that we think, oh, wow, I can never get through this. We sometimes get attached to our things too. And so something happens to our things and we take that personally, and we think, and then we hold on to that. We're not our things. We're not our stuff. We're not really even this existence. We're always, always, always more than that. And I'm not saying don't enjoy every single moment of this existence, because that's what we're here for, to just really live this life in an expansive, joyous way. And also take them. Happiness comes from within. It doesn't really come from those things. It doesn't come from, I got a new this or I'll get a new that. Those things are really nice. And there are people that have all those things who are not happy. So obviously it's not the things that makes us happy. It's what's going on inside. So it's an opportunity now to look inside, to let go of those things that are holding us back, let go of those things that are making us sad or miserable or think that we're less than. Just release them all. And this is the time of the year when we talk about going back to basics and talking about the spiritual principles, about meditating and affirmations and prayer and visioning and classes and
whatever feeds you.
And so it's a really good time to just look within. You know, when I was a kid, we used to really deep clean the house in the spring. So this is an opportunity to really deep clean what's going on inside, to really get rid of the blocks. And sometimes that means getting rid of stuff. Sometimes that means getting rid of the clutter. As I can remember when I was in a coaching class, and the coach said, if you want new clients, open your file drawer and clean it out, because nature abhors a void. And so cleaning out your file drawers is going to allow new things to come in. So take a look at those places. Is it within that we need to clean out our file drawers, or do we actually have some stuff that we need to get rid of to allow more to come in? So we can always, at every moment, we can change a direction. We can make a new plan. We can start anew again. We can take an opportunity to be grateful for all of the good that's in our lives, and make those plans and that new start of the things that, what feeds your soul? What is it that really, really feeds your soul? And do that. Do those things that make you feel whole and joyous and happy and fulfilled and
perfect,
grateful, and do those things. Yeah, do those things. Take some time. I know it's really hard for people sometimes to let go of the busyness and do the things that really fulfill us, but our eternal self is expressing in that way and wanting that expression. And so I know for myself, when I take the time to do those things, the other things flow more easily. And sometimes I know I get wrapped up in the busyness, and then I forget, oh yeah, I have to take the time to meditate, and I have to take the time to journal, and I have to take the time for prayer, and I have to take the time to just be, or to draw, or to paint, or to whatever it is. As we do those things, we become more fulfilled, and then we're more productive. So I'm offering this time to take a spiritual reset, to really look at our spiritual practices, to really look at what it is that we're doing and how we're going through it and what's happening. And so just take the opportunity to really look at what feeds us, really look at what makes us feel happy, really look at what makes us feel fulfilled, really look at what we love, and do more of that. So do you have more to say about that?
I'm just thinking there are things that we fill our life with that aren't necessarily, they don't necessarily have to be there. So look at yourself and say, what is it I can let go of? Do I need to have everything that I'm doing, or everything that is taking up my time? Or can I let go of something and replace it with something else? Can I let go of doing this to have more time to meditate? And just do an inventory of your life. It's a good time to do that. Take an inventory of your life. First of all, what beliefs are you holding that you don't need to hang on to anymore? What are you thinking that life won't go on if you don't do this? What are you thinking that if I don't please everybody, what will happen to me? Just take an inventory of your life and see, let it bubble up, let something bubble up that is wanting change, and work on that single thing, just that single thing. And it's a belief that's behind it. So work on the belief.
Yeah. So that reminds me. So sometimes when we decide to make changes, we try to change too many things at once.
Right.
And what happens when we try to change too many things at once is usually we don't change any of them. So what you just said about pick that one thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can make the list. That's a really good thing to do anyway. If you're a list maker like I am, you can make the list, but pick that one thing that, wow, this is the thing that if I let this go or do this, that will really increase my happiness. Ernest Holmes says, the ability to control my experiences and have them result in happiness, prosperity, and success lies in my own mind and my use of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what we've been talking about. It's an inside job.
Yeah, exactly.
So
let me remind you once again. In order for you to have another chance, you must take another chance.
Yes.
And believe in yourself.
Yes.
And let go of beliefs that don't serve you.
Yes.
If you just do that one thing, letting go of one belief that doesn't serve you, then what happens is there's a domino effect, because you won't have to work on them all, because when you change one, there'll be others in line with it that will change also. And you'll find that you didn't have to work on a bunch of things. You just needed to change that one belief. It's amazing how it works. So give it a try. And if it doesn't work today, tomorrow's a new year.
No.
Start your new year from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or from your birthday, or from whatever. It's all good all the time, right?
Right. All the time.
Are we complete? You want to do the...
Yes. Okay. So I just invite you to go within. Just take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Just breathing in God. Breathing in oneness. Breathing out any worries or concerns or problems. As we recognize there is one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is everywhere present, as everything we can see and everything we cannot, as everything we're aware of and everything we are not, as everything on this planet, all the trees and the birds and the mountains and the rivers and the oceans, as all of it, and everything in our solar system and everything in our galaxy and everything in the countless galaxies, hundreds of millions of light years away, all of that is the one power and the one presence and the one infinite mind, creating all of that. And each one of us is one with all of that, with each other, with all that is, with the one mind, all of that. We are absolutely one with the power and the presence of the divine mind. And in that power and in that presence, we have the opportunity to release all of the things that no longer serves us, that occupy our mind and create unhappiness, and fill it with absolutely that which we want, that which is good and that which is kind. And we will absolutely be guided toward that which is ours to do. That which is ours to do next and next and next and next. And that is understanding that each one of us has the power to change the things that aren't working in our lives and move toward that which is working in every step, in every breath, in every word, in every thought. And so in absolute gratitude to know that the truth of our being is that we are one one with that amazing intelligence, the eternal, unlimited power and presence of the one mind. I just turn this word over to Reverend Michael in absolute gratitude.
Thank you. And know this, there is one life. That life is perfect. That life is God's life. That life is my life now.
Yes.
That life is your life now. That life is all life now. And to live by this and to allow grace pull you forward from one glory to the next, knowing that there is nothing that you can do wrong, that everything is about your spiritual, eternal life, and that everything is unfolding perfectly. And so I send out love and light to Kaylee and Tyler as they move through this part of their life that doesn't seem like a bright light, but they are the bright light. And that bright light that lives within them is a blessing to their parents, to their friends, to their loved ones. And as they know this about themselves, they grow and expand beyond all limitations, beyond everything that's keeping them from growing to their fullness. So I surround them with light and love. I surround all those who have asked for prayer in any way, knowing that as they've asked, it has taken place. We hold that truth for each and every person. I surround our nation and this planet with love and light, knowing where there's conflict, there's peace, knowing where there's lack, there's plenty, knowing where there's no love, there's a lot of love. And so just knowing that everything is in perfect order, no matter what it looks like, I embrace life fully and invite you to do the same as we move into this next phase of where we're going and what we're becoming. And so I give thanks. Thanks for this truth. Thanks for this teaching. Thanks for all those who've joined us today.
Yes.
Thanks for all those who support us.
Yes.
Thanks for Centers for Spiritual Living and all the different ministries out there. So very thankful, but more than words can say. I'm thankful to know that our words are complete and now fulfilling themselves. So there's nothing left to do but release, let go, let God, and allow it to be. And together we say,
and so it is. Woo-hoo. And amen. And ashe.
And Paul lives. Hey, Paul.
This is a song I wrote inspired by these services. It's called Blessed Duality. Because it's all good. Good morning, sunshine, daybreak, just in time. My heart knows how to change my mind. I surrender without a fight. Today's revelation will be my celebration. Run, spirit, run through my imagination. Yin and yang, dark and light, opposites unite. Creation lives inside of me with any possibility. Paying attention, I clear the way, set my intention by the light of day. For now is the turning point. I'll take a spin, feel the change coming when I begin. Yin and yang, dark and light, opposites unite. Creation lives inside of me. Any possibility. Whoa, 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 whoa. Black and white, day and night, blessed duality. Take a step, walk on faith into the mystery. Yin and yang, dark and light, opposites unite. Creation lives inside of me with any possibility. Yin and yang, dark and light, opposites unite. Creation lives inside of me with any possibility. Any possibility.
Awesome.
Woohoo!
I loved it.
Me too.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah, it is pretty new.
Just keep writing, keep making that music.
Yeah, well, maybe you need to send me more poems and we can do some more collaborating.
Absolutely, I'm all for that. I got a lot of lyrics sitting in my computer ready for music, so I'll send you one.
Yeah, send me another one.
We're going to do some business now, and we'll get back to you for the final song.
All right.
So this is a time where we ask you to open your heart and see what this Center of Spiritual Living North Metro means to you, and see if there's something within you that wants to support it in many ways. But right now we're asking for financial support. It's not like we have to have everybody do it, but what happens is as people give to community grows and expands into something greater than any one of us individually, and that needs support. So open your heart and say, am I ready to give something today? And if you are, that's good. We encourage you to do so because we know that there's a law that as you give, you receive.
That's right.
But if you're not pulled that day, today, then it's okay too, because we still love you. We still want you part of this center, and we acknowledge that you will grow into something greater. So right now, you want to?
Yeah, so if you use Venmo, the QR code is right there. And otherwise, the best way to give is to go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and there are a couple of ways to give right there. It's really easy and pretty much painless. And so, all right, let's bless it.
So shine your light towards this basket. This is a symbol of the collection back, which we would do if we were live, but right now.
We are live, but we don't have people here.
We're live. I think I'm alive.
I hope so.
So repeat after me. We give thanks for this opportunity to give.
We give thanks for this opportunity to give.
We surround our center with love and light.
We surround our center with love and light.
We send out these gifts with an open heart.
We send out these gifts with an open heart.
Know that the gifts touch many people.
Knowing that the gifts touch many people.
In many ways.
In many ways.
Perfect, whole, and complete.
Perfect, whole, and complete.
And come back doubled and multiplied.
And come back doubled and multiplied.
This is done.
This is done.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we want to see Paul again.
Yes. Looking forward to another one.
Yeah.
Love is but song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, we shall surely pass. When the one that's left us here turns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. You hold the key to love and fear in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're smiling on you. You're our brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
right.
Beautiful.
It's a great day. We're ready to end in prayer. You want to remind?
Zoom meeting afterwards. Is that the link's in the comments, right? Okay. There it is, right on the screen. Okay. So join us afterwards to discuss your ahas about today and anything you want to talk about. And let's go ahead and you can benedict us out and we'll start the Zoom meeting.
Okay. So once again, turn within. And together we know the truth that the perfection of the universe is present right where we are, present all around us, present every moment of every day. And that perfection of the universe is how we express ourselves this week. We see everybody through the eyes of love, through the eyes of peace, through the eyes of patience and understanding. And as we move and have our being in this wonderful place we call Earth, everything unfolds perfectly in every single way. We embrace those we love, we embrace those we don't know, and know that life is grand. For this and so much more, I'm eternally grateful. So I let go, let God, and allow it to be. And so it is.
Yes.
So it is.
See you in the Zoom room.
Yeah.
See you there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.